guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a quick little Q&A. I asked you guys to ask me some questions, so I'm just going to answer those for all of you guys who asked. So I'll get to everyone's question today, and really quickly before I go into that, I just wanted to let everybody know that I am starting a series, and the first episode of the series is going to premiere tomorrow on Saturday. So please be ready for that. I'm going to try and do a weekly series, along with other types of videos as well. So just be ready for that to come up on my channel on Saturday. Hopefully, it'll probably be around like noon, I'm assuming. So yeah, definitely check that out for tomorrow. So let's just get into the Q&A. First question from You Just Wasted Your Time Reading This. Like, that is awesome. That is an awesome name. Okay, their question is, do you enjoy Fall Out Boy's new sound, or do you prefer From Under the Cork Tree and Take This to Your Grave era? I love all their music. Also, what bands do you listen to besides Fall Out Boy? Well, the bands I listen to besides Fall Out Boy, the most I would say are Paramore, Paris, Panic at the Disco, 3Ps. It's like weird, like those are like my 4 favorite bands, like 3 of them are Ps. Those are, I would say, are my absolute favorite bands of all time, aside from Fall Out Boy. And then I prefer probably more of like the Infinity on High, Folie à Deux sound compared to like, their Save Rock and Roll American Beauty sound, or their From Under the Cork Tree Take It to Your Grave sound. I kind of like that in-between sound of, if I were to put their records into 3 parts, I would say that, 2007, 2008, 2009-ish was my personal favorite sound that Fall Out Boy's had so far. I mean, obviously I love all of their sounds, but that would be my answer for that. Folly Amel asks, what are your top 3 go-to songs at the moment? Top 3 go-to songs at the moment are Only Love by Paris. I've been listening to that on repeat constantly. I absolutely love that song, and I always find myself coming back to it, but for some reason now that's a song that I'm just loving. And Terror in My Heart by 21 Pilots. I'm getting more into their discography, and I absolutely adore that song. I listen to it all the time. I absolutely love it, and it's great. And I love how I'm starting to get into 21 Pilots more. Don't hate me for, jumping on the bandwagon of 21 Pilots, but I wanted to see what's all this hype about, and they are amazing. So I'm very happy that I decided to give the chance to them and, go into their music. And then the third song I'm completely obsessed with right now is Attack by 30 Seconds to Mars. Coming back to that song again, you forget how good some of these older songs are, and you go back to them, and then you just end up obsessed with them again, just like they're new. So yeah, I don't know, weird, a combination of 3 songs, I guess. Hey Sears asks, have you heard the song Patrick sang for Finding Nemo, the one he sang completely in Navajo? I hope I'm saying that right. I think it is Navajo though. He's so talented. Love you, girl. Oh, I love you too. Yes, I have heard it. It's absolutely breathtaking. The fact that he learned the whole language so he could sing it for the soundtrack in their own language is absolutely amazing. I died when I heard it. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find the entire link, but I've been hearing bits and pieces that people post here and there. But it's breathtaking that he can do that. He's so talented. Lost Girl 13 asks, what is going on with Fall Out Boy? Please, someone tell me. That's funny. That was probably a generic comment for the entire channel, or for the entire video. But I wish I knew what was going on with Fall Out Boy. That's why I'm asking. I'm really curious to figure out what is exactly going on with them. They're kind of not telling us much, which, they tend to do that. But the good thing about that is most of the time when they're silent for a while, they drop a bomb. So I have a feeling that a bomb's going to be dropping here soon. None Off Your Business asks, that's another funny name, favorite Fall Out Boy album and top song in said album. I've answered this a couple times before, but I love answering this question, and it is Infinity on High. Love that album, adore that album. Just, if I could listen to that album every day for the rest of my life, I would be happy. Favorite song off that album would probably have to be between Take Over the Breaks Over and Don't You Know Who I Think I Am. Love those songs, which are masterpieces, but that whole album itself is just amazing. You have songs like Golden on there, and their big hits, a couple of their big hits, like Thanks for the Memories and The Same Scene, were on that album. And then even the songs that weren't big singles, like Your Crash and Be Your No Wave, Carpal Tunnel of Love. It's just like overwhelming how many amazing songs are on that album. Like I adore it, and like that is a masterpiece album. I love it. Sally Foster asks, what is your favorite emoji? Do you know Fall Out Boy's favorites? If not, DM me on Instagram and I'll tell you. That's adorable. My favorite emoji is the crying face one, like when you're laughing so hard you're crying. I don't know. I think that one's really cute. Fall Out Boy's favorites, I don't really know, actually. Sally, I might be DMing you to ask you. I know Pete likes emojis, and I know Andy and Pete were talking about emojis in an interview, so I know that they are pro emoji. So Professor Idiot Zero asks, do you play any instruments? PS, love your channel, keep it up. Thank you. And no, I don't. I was in like band back in like middle school, but I don't really remember anything from it. And I would love to start like picking up like a guitar or bass or something like that. But you know, I'm in college right now and money is super tight, and you know, when I actually have money I spend it on concerts. So maybe when I like kind of start my life and it's not so crazy, I could try to pick up some kind of instrument, because that would be really cool. Abby Yo-Yo asks, do you ship anyone? I don't ship. That's not really a thing that I do. You could be a fan of a band without shipping them. Like, and I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Like, you can ship people, but that's just not really my thing. Izzy Cole asks, how would you feel if Fall Out Boy did an MCR cover? That would be really cool. Like, I was actually kind of hoping that on like the cover album that they released, that Fall Out Boy would be asked to do one, but they didn't, which is fine. But I think that would be really cool to see. The thing is, like, I'm kind of afraid of Fall Out Boy doing covers for many reasons now. I'm sure you all know why. Awkward Basim asks, how did you get into Fall Out Boy and what made you continue to listen to them? I got into Fall Out Boy back in 2007 when Infinity on High came out. It was just something, like, because I was, at that age, I was kind of, like, in between, like, Disney Channel kid and wanting to find something that was my own, something that I wasn't really embarrassed to tell people I liked, because, you know, it wasn't really the cool thing to admit you like Disney Channel when you're in middle school. So, I discovered Fall Out Boy through a friend, and, I started listening to them. They were touring Infinity on High. When I got into them, I decided to go to that concert. Thankfully, my mom let me. Like, she could have said no, and that we could have been a completely different place, but yeah, after I saw them live, I realized what an amazing band they were, and I just completely fell in love with them after that day. After seeing them, I, picked up From Under the Cork Tree and Take This to Your Grave to, like, get all of their songs, like, learned and known, and I was obsessed. Like, I was, like, probably, like, fangirl crazy little kid obsessed with Fall Out Boy. Like, you know how you see, like, fangirls obsessed with Justin Bieber and One Direction? Like, that was me. I had pictures all over my wall of just Fall Out Boy. Like, I was completely obsessed. Obsessed. Like, I went on eBay and tried to buy a bunch of really cheap crap just because I wanted to have Fall Out Boy merch, because I didn't, realize that you could actually go to a store and buy it, or, you buy it at a concert. Like, I was just stupid, but, I mean, I still absolutely love them, but I'm not obsessed to the degree that I was back then. Fallout Fedora asks, how does it make you feel when people slag off Patrick's wife? I'm asking because it pisses me off, and Elisa really seems sweet. Yeah, that pisses me off too. I feel like, this is kind of a side note, but I feel like if you're fans of a band and they're married, I think everybody that we look up to's spouses should be respected. Like, and that includes the internet. Like, I mean, I understand if people are like, oh, I wish Patrick didn't have a wife, or, oh, I wish Pete didn't have a girlfriend, or I wish Brendan Urie wasn't married, whatever. Like, those are fine, but it's when people start, like, sending her death threats and things like that, that's just insane. Like, do you really think Patrick or, whoever is gonna want anything to do with you, even like a meet and greet fan, artist relationship at all, if you're gonna, like, give death threats to his family? Like, that's his family, like, Patrick's wife is the mother of his son. Like, I think we need to be more respectful in that aspect. Like, I hate when people, yeah, but I mean, I understand people, like, I understand you like that artist, but to disrespect their family for absolutely no reason, like, Elisa hasn't given anybody a reason to hate her. She seems like a very nice lady. I don't know, it's just my opinion, but that's how I feel about that. Disnerd Forever asks, are you going to the Austin date for the Panic Tour with Mr. Wise and State Motel? Yes, I am. I bought my tickets during the pre-sale. I finally, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you know that I was having issues with it because of stupid Texas box office. Like, I mean, out of all of the dates, like, of course, Austin was the one that used the Texas box office instead of, like, Ticketmaster or Live Nation. It's just like, ugh, like, so stupid. It made me mad. But I did get tickets, so I'm going to be seeing Panic in Austin in April, and I'm super excited about that. Marissa D says, band recommendations, and I would recommend all of these bands to everybody. Obviously, Fall Out Boy, but you're watching me, so you probably already know that. Panic Disco Paris, Paramore, 21 Pilots. I'm absolutely loving their music. If you want like some older bands, you know, that have like the more pop punky vibe to them, 30 Seconds to Mars, they're amazing. If you guys know, Jared Leto's the lead singer, so that's insane. He's so talented. If you want some harder music, Escape the Fate, All That Remains. That's like, it's still like not like metalcore or anything like that. It's just harder. I really enjoyed that. And two, like, if you guys do decide to check out Paris's music, check out their earlier stuff as well, because it is very different than White Noise. Like, a lot of it isn't on Spotify, but like what is on Spotify is their acoustic album, so check that out, and then like just look online at Paris's older songs. Like, for example, The Heartless. If you guys have not heard The Heartless by Paris, go check it out. Like, their sound is completely different than it is on White Noise, but I love it. It's super edgy, and it's a little bit harder, so definitely check that out if you are interested in that. Nerd Forever also asked, what did you personally think about Fall Out Boy's timeline for future music? I, again, have no idea. Like, if I were to guess, I would assume that something is coming very soon. Just from some of Pete's tweets, there's just part of me, like, I've been a fan for a long time, and I can always tell when something's coming. I don't know what it is, but I just have this feeling. I think within the next couple months we're gonna know something. You heard it here first. Guys, well, that's gonna be it for this Q&A. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and I answered all of your questions. Again, make sure to watch tomorrow. I'm gonna be starting my new series. It's gonna be really awesome. And yeah. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know, and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you guys next time.